Brooklyn, they didn't want to be called a Cinderella. They get knocked off by NC State. NC State, they don't want to be called a Cinderella, and they knock off the number 2 seed Marquette. I think we're going to listen to that, guys. And a lot of that, as we were saying, this is not just down to one guy on that team. This is a whole team effort. Jack, how did NC State get this done, and how are they marching on to that Elite Eight?
Well, Javon talked about it before the game. Mohamed Diarra was outstanding, 15 rebounds. And then DJ Burns didn't have a big scoring night, but 7 assists, took on a lot of double teams. They got opportunities to move the ball and get quality shots, stayed within their offense, played their tempo. And I agree with Coach Keats. They were the better defensive team. Their scheme was just better in terms of just really protecting the paint, getting out to shooters, contesting, doing a sound job, controlling the backboards. I just thought they really played within themselves and stuck to their script in a very disciplined fashion.
So here's the thing. When you look at a box score, you can get all the numbers to the game. When you look at a roster, you can probably tell who the most talented team is. But you see that thing called, that secret sauce called chemistry? There's no telling. There's no metric for that. And that's what NC State has right now, right? They're playing with this juice. They're playing with this passion, this fire. And tonight, they had the better guard play because they had the tag team with Horn and Morcell that were really putting the basketball on the floor, shifty guards. There really wasn't much defense for them. But in terms of this team, this unit right now, DJ Burns, 7 assists. But they're a group that is just playing well. They're clicking. They're gelling. You look at what they did in the ACC tournament. They had to knock off UNC. They had to knock off Duke, Virginia. So it's not just, by luck. This is not a Cinderella team. They're playing their best basketball at the right time.
I want to bring something up, and you mentioned numbers, and it actually has to do with the number 2, the 2 seed, okay? Arizona last night, Marquette tonight. And I'm a big believer that you have to kind of adapt and adjust in game. And I see this a lot, not only at the collegiate level, but at the NBA level, where teams are so data-driven and are so obsessed with continuing to do something that, quite frankly, on that particular night isn't working.
Yep.
They don't go to their changeup or their curveball and say, I don't have my fastball tonight. It's not going 98 miles an hour. Think about it. Last night, Arizona shoots 5 of 28. Okay? Tonight, Marquette shoots 4 of 31 from 3. There were a number. If you are Stevie Mitchell and David Joplin, they combine 0 for 11. At some point in time, you got to say to yourself, I don't have it tonight. And if I don't have it tonight, and it is still my responsibility to find a way to make it work. Yeah. And it isn't necessarily you standing there and taking another shot. It is finding a way to get the ball to the next side of the court and get deeper into your offense and find more creative ways to score. That is not the only way to play. Now, look, I am not anti-analytics. Sure. I am pro-common sense.
Yes, sure. I think the light turns off, by the way, what, 9, 10, 11 missed shots? The green light.
To be fair, to Jack's point, right, Marquette couldn't shoot a rock into the ocean tonight, and they just continued to shoot the basketball, shoot the basketball, shoot the basketball. How many times did those guards get into the paint and could have got an easy floater or an easy layup, and they were looking for kickouts, right? At that point, you've got to just have a feel for the game and say, things aren't dropping from the perimeter. Let me put a bit more pressure at the rim. Let me try and draw fouls, get myself to the free throw line, and get some easy baskets from the line.
What's the definition of insanity, right? And look, and again, I have a complete and total respect and appreciation for the analytics, and in many, many ways, in all 4 of our major sports, and at the collegiate level, whatever way you want to talk, there's a lot of common sense in what happens. But there's also common sense within a game. And look, as a former coach, one of the biggest gifts you have to have, it's the old line, as a general in warfare, there is a big difference between a peacetime general and a wartime general. And when things are happening fast, you got to adapt and adjust to the circumstances that are right in front of you. And I look at the last 2 nights of these 2 seeds, and they went down saying, well, that's how we do it all. Great, congratulations, you got home.
You know what the other definition of insanity is, by the way? Having the Duke team come on right as NC State is celebrating their win. I don't know if you heard that. They were just booing them, ran it down there. But a lot to cheer for
they're the
NC
JV
State.
team.
Yeah, exactly. A lot to cheer for NC State as the women's team also going on.
I'm sorry to go on that rant. I'm a little worked up.
Triggered my Uncle Jack. They triggered him.